Hey there, wild ones. Welcome or welcome back. Kat here with a new reading. These are collective readings, meaning they are for all signs, all people. They are for everyone. Also, they are timeless messages. Timeless meaning no matter when you come across them and they resonate for you, with you, they are for you. I hope that you are having a fabulous morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world, and that life is treating you kindly and all the good things. All right, let's go ahead and shuffle these guys a few times, and then we'll jump right on in and see what message is meant to come through for you. Now, this is an angel message that's coming through, so let's see what it is. What you need to hear, what needs to come through. Ooh. All right, let's get a few tarot. Ooh. Nine of Wands, Six of Pentacles at the bottom. Well, look at that. You got the Five of Cups, Six of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. Isn't that interesting? Okay, and then you got the Six of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, let's go ahead and get one of these and we'll jump on in. Ooh, yeah, okay. Did you see how that flew out? This is the message right here. Okay, we're going to get to it, but wow. Okay, your first card out here is clairsentience, Archangel Raguel. It says, notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Okay, wow. This feels like a lot to unpack. Okay, so even though this message comes through, this is going to be for each of you to individually unpack as well. Okay, you have the feelings that come through, the intuitive knowings, the nudges, the right physical, emotional, when all of a sudden you feel like something's wrong, or you feel like you're going to cry, or you feel concerned, or you feel anxious, or you feel something in the pit of your stomach. All of those are messengers sent to make you aware, to have you look around, to have you pay attention, to have you open your ears and listen. Okay, all of that is very telling, but only if you notice and or pay attention. Okay, again, this says clairsentience, Archangel Raguel. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Okay, so you're getting the messages. Now here you have the Five of Cups coming in within that message. Okay, this Five of Cups energy, this is an energy of loss, right? You spilled milk, if you will. Okay, you have all of these cups here that are turned over. There's three of them, but what's happening is that sometimes we're not noticing or paying attention to the two cups in the back, right? This is that energy of, you know what, I felt something here, I knew this was going to happen, but yet there was something here that I could feel in my heart, something pulling, something tugging, like picking up the pieces kind of energy, Five of Cups, right? And yet I ignored this, right? This feeling of love, or this feeling of being uplifted, or I ignored that, and I only paid attention to this. That's what's coming through. Okay, it's time to pay attention to both. That's what's coming through. It feels very distethered. I don't even know if that's a word, but that's what's coming through. Okay, when we pay more attention to this here and we don't notice this here, right? All of the signs, all of the messages, all of the feelings, all of the niggles, they're important, and they all have different. But when we're only looking at the negative, when we're only feeling the bad, when we're not ever tuning into the positive, or the ones that maybe aren't as strong, it seems like the negative is stronger. When we're not paying attention to all of that, it's more difficult to pick up the pieces. It's more difficult to tune into the positive, the light side of life, and it makes it much easier. It's coming through with that Julia Roberts from Pretty Woman, it's easier to believe the bad stuff, right? And that's what's coming through. So if that's the only messages that you're paying attention to, or the only feelings that you're noticing, then life continues to be that way. But once you begin to pay attention and notice all of them, right? And again, it can feel distethering. I don't know if that's a word, but it's what it's keep coming through here. Once you can begin to almost decipher, and it takes work, it takes practice, right? Tuning into, paying attention to, having that connection, trusting it, believing it, allowing yourself to lean into it. Once you begin to do that, once you begin to notice which ones are, kind of maybe spiraling out of control energies, right? Which in the Five of Cups here would be these, and the ones that are uplifting and empowering ones, you move from this Five of Cups where this is what you're noticing, this is all you're seeing, and yet you have these two beautiful golden cups back here, the opportunities, the beauty, the positive, right? That's not being noticed. You can move into the Six of Wands energy, which is that energy of really engaging in your success, seeing the positive, seeing the uplifting energy, having victory, really being uplifted, right? This is somebody in this particular image here. This is somebody who is very much a trophy, right? And you are your own trophy. You are your own reward. That came through in another message recently. But you get to be in that space of enjoying, of seeing the brighter side, of being uplifted, of having that joy. And, this is still going to come. It's still, there will still be things, but it doesn't have to take you all the way down. It doesn't have to kind of take you down and out. You'll be able to know this and this. It's like a balancing out, okay? Not being completely untethered. Again, I don't know if that word means anything or what exactly it means. But then you have the Nine of Wands coming through here. You see? This is that energy of it takes practice. It takes perseverance to understand and to be in this space. Okay, Spirit's indicating to look at the bottom card, teaching and learning, okay? Archangel Zadkiel, keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. See, this is what's coming through. Learning new ideas, having that new energy come through instead of always crying over spilled milk, right? Instead of always, and then that creates a balance where you can be like, okay, I have this, I have that, I notice this, but I also notice this, right? And I can choose to stay here, or I can choose to be in that uplifting energy, right? And you can learn and unlearn. You can be open to the new ideas instead of always staying in that space. You can be open to the successes, to the victory, to having that energy of, you know what? I get to enjoy. I don't always have to be down and out or downtrodden, right? I get to, and then the Holy Grail, and then like the whole, it opens up and you realize there are pockets, places that you can actually assist others with this as well. Once you can begin to see, once you can begin to understand the messages as they come through, as you feel them within the feelings, right? The nudges, the niggles, whatever it may be for you specifically, then you can help and foster others, nurture others in that same respect, in that same space. You can teach it, once you can learn it, right? And we can all learn it. It's all part of our innate, inborn, right, ability. You have this energy of picking up the pieces, right? With the Nine of Wands, you have this energy of being reminded, yes, you can do it. You have the strength to be able to do it. You don't always have to stay in this space. I hope this message is coming through for you in the way it's intended, okay? And then you also here have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles energy is an energy of sharing the wealth, right? Charity, generosity, that's where this teaching and learning comes from, okay? So once you can move into this space of being like, okay, all right, I can tell, I can see, or I can feel myself spiral downward, focusing more on the Three Cups than the two opportunities, right? The three spilled milk cups, or that kind of lower energy, and instead of focusing so much there, but focusing here, you begin to understand that you have a lot of wealth of knowledge to share. You can be generous. You can teach others because you have learned yourself. Now, this last card that comes out here is adaptability. You will get yourself where you want to be. Okay, so you will get yourself where you want to be when you begin to understand that you can stay in this Five of Cups energy, or you can move into a Six of Wands energy, that you have that power, that you can adapt, that you can learn, that you can unlearn, and that you have that potential to tune into your own body messages, connection, that energy that comes through, the feelings, the emotions, the senses, right? Everything is a message. It's telling you something. Once you connect to that, and once you understand that you can stay in this Five of Cups energy, or you can move yourself into the Six of Wands energy, you hold all the power. Okay? And when you hold all the power and you can learn and unlearn, you can teach others and empower others. Okay? Even if it's your neighbor or the cat down the street, or right, somebody that you see at the grocery store that maybe's having a bad day, you can allow yourself to have that energy and connect with that energy. We all have this energy. Sometimes we don't tune it up, and be generous, right? You can persevere in moving into that. This is a beautiful space to be. That understanding, that Five of Cups, yeah, that comes up, but you don't have to stay there. You can always move into that Six of Wands. You have that choice. You can you can adapt and get yourself wherever you want to be, and then you have that power to help others. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope that this made sense. I hope it resonated with you, and I'll see you in the next message. Bye for now.